Oh, look at the friendliness on that. That bus is a bit small for the K1. Let's see if any buses come back. I'm hoping the bus is going to come back to the depot. Goku, thank you for 4 months. Lidro Pelders, thank you for 28. Does the game require actual route planning and time schedules? You basically plan your own routes. Oh, this is not good, is it? I gotta wait for a bus that's going to be delayed. You plan your own routes. However, it doesn't really give you enough information yet to make planning routes effective. At 25 trophies, wasn't it paid bus line available? Yes, we can get those, but I'm trying to get through the weekend. But I suppose what we could do... the problem is I need more buses. Like, we've got buses out at the moment. So you can take that one, children's zoo, connected to the children's zoo, which I presume is that. There's a children's zoo there. Connected to at least a ferry. A ferry? Monday to Sunday. Yeah, we haven't got enough buses for that yet. It doesn't pay particularly well, if I'm honest. Like, that's going to tie up a bus for 6 hours a day, 7 days a week, every hour. And it only pays $2,000 a week. I genuinely don't think that's worth it. That bus is way too small. Hater of children's zoos. Shouldn't they just put the children in the zoos? And leave them? There you go. Entertain yourselves. We'll be back later. This bus is 7 minutes late. I think it's because I set it off late. Stanleyton, that's what I want it to be. I want it to sort of give you metrics. Like, for underneath, the game is generating passenger numbers, but it's not telling us why or how it's doing it. So it's, you know, we need stuff we can look at when we're putting stops down. No, there's not, Doc Nader. The only thing you can really see is whether you need to spend money and upgrade it. But then we don't have quality bus stops unlocked. So we can see that these stations here are getting overused a bit. We need more information. I could only dream of the Bin Juice Buses Limited Service Centre in my old city. Simply super and never waiting times. I love that English. If a bus is late, can you manually adjust the timetable? No. There's no way of adjusting the timetable on the fly like that, really. 1 star. Not going to say why. 1 star. 4 stars, I am satisfied. What information is needed? Well, if you're planning a route around a city, what information do you need? If you're making a decision about whether to have your bus stop here, or here, or here, what information would you want? It's where the demand is. But it's not just a matter of where the demand is. It's a matter of when the demand is and what kind of demand it is. What do I mean by that? So if you go to a train station with a stop, you know you're always going to get good footfall. But the footfall you get will vary depending on the day of the week and the time of the week. And the same thing happens when it comes to, say, I don't know, Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is a sightseeing thing, so you're never going to get traffic wanting to go to Buckingham Palace at 8 o'clock in the morning. There's no point stopping there at 8 o'clock in the morning. There really isn't. You will start to see traffic there later in the day when the tourists start to come in, and on a weekend that number will be higher, most likely. Whereas if you go to, I don't know, the shopping centre, that might be late at night as well. You might get your late shopping, so you might have a lot of traffic still at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. Still people going down Oxford Street. If you stop outside of a pub, you might see a spike towards the end of the evening. Like, there's all kinds of variables about bus stops. And if you're trying to plan a route, you don't want to be stopping at a tourist stop and then going to like a business office stop and then back to a train station and then running that at peak times, because you've got mixed passengers at that point. You want to be saying, right, I'm creating a tourist bus route. Therefore, I'm going to hit up the major tourist hotspots, and then I want that to run when I'm most likely to get those kind of passengers, those kind of people. That's how you plan a bus route. And the game doesn't give us that kind of information. At least not yet. Well, where they're traveling to is largely dictated by the kind of passenger they are. Yeah? If you want to hit the commuter people, you know you're going to have to connect train stations, office spaces, all that kind of thing, and you're going to have to supply a lot of buses at rush hour. Traffic delay. I've not seen traffic implemented, so I don't think so. Of course, you've got a broken aircon. Why not just randomly cost me like £800? Thanks for that game. It reminds me a little bit of the early days of Sim Airport, that kind of thing. Where, you know, every kind of major release has started to add more stuff to it. More baggage handling, bigger planes, different demands from passengers, shops and things. Like, they built it up. And I suspect this game will go the same direction. But at least we got the 3.2 rating done, probably because we reduced ticket prices. Actually, we can tell. Oh no, ticket prices didn't do it. I think the service centre might have helped. 85 active weekly ticket holders. Blimey. We sold 15. 74. Drop the price a touch. I think we need to get 50 trophies because then we can get access to this. And 15,800 a week is going to make a bit of a difference. I feel like I need one more bus. Right, that's Saturday done. Yeah, I don't think they're going to put trains in this game, Ryan. Oh yeah, we need to sack that guy, don't we? I forgot to... one sec, pause. Was it him? I think it was Giorgio. He's not too friendly either, to be fair. There's no pressure to. They're like okay at the moment. Having an extra bus driver is helpful because it should allow somebody to rest. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. I always know when my bus will be there, and it always comes. It's a great company. I just paid for reviews.com. We should get 5 grand soon here, which would be nice. I'd like to get another bus at that point. Although I think we need another parking space. Have I heard that Titanic's come back to cinemas? They often do this. They bring back movies like last year, or was it year before? They brought Godfather back as an anniversary thing. I presume Titanic's the same. It's not uncommon. I mean, you're talking about a film. Yeah, exactly. 25 years ago. Like, since then, a lot of people have never seen it on the cinema. No spoilers, please. It still bugs me, that crazy old woman at the end when she throws that thing. Once I'm extremely happy with the work here. Wow. Fellow driver, you're very happy. Lone Star. Boss, I'm really happy to be able to work for you. Very much fun. Mr. Target Driver. Always look forward to going to work. What is this? Why are all the drivers really happy? The company's losing money and all the drivers are super happy because they've got upgraded food and we can't make things meet. We can't even run a profitable company, but everybody in it is really happy. Well, ain't that dandy? I'll have to make myself another flask of tea later, I think. I haven't really finished that one. I've not even hit up the West End yet. That's going to be the next journey, I think. The West End. We'll do a shopping run. I don't know how many routes to drivers I have. It's really hard to sort of visualize until we unlock this, which only happens at 175 trophies. See, we can't afford to spend this money researching buses. We just got a 1,200 boost from 85 tickets, and then now we need to sell 1,600 tickets. I don't think that'll be hard. I think tomorrow, I think we might try and hire another bus before Monday. Let's see if we can pick one up. Which one were you? Air conditioner's broke. That's 800. Plus the oil. It's not terrible. $92 packs. A Ramsey's would be nice, but I'm not spending that money. Can we get that for 12 grand? That's the question. Oh. Outrageous. We'll try later. No, she's gone getting her hair done. See, Trusty. So that extra bus would have come in handy right about now. Well, I just said to Citrus, I said, you don't need to get your hair done. Just do what I just did, wear a cap. But apparently that wasn't the right answer. How often do these things refresh? We need 50 trophies to unlock the health car. So we're still a little ways off. The other thing, it'd be nice if it actually told you when new buses were available. 20 grand. 20,000 new. Mace, thank you for a bullseye 50 months. It's crazy that my agent's sub time now match. Yeah, but it'll stop at that point, won't it? Like, that'll be it then. I think we'll have to delay this bus. I could give it to that one, but... Ugh. That's annoying. The buses came back, like, just after I needed them. Simply a super bus company. We're doing something right. I tell you guys, they figured out what was wrong with the plane. It wasn't the battery, it was the battery charger. So I bought a new battery charger now and charged the battery up. And now it starts. Amazing. And also, I think because we had like freezing temperatures, the battery was getting too cold. So he's bought like a blanket that goes over the engine cowling and then like a heater that sits underneath and just radiates some heat up into the engine bay just to keep it above freezing, to make sure the battery can take a charge properly. But I mean, that's a unique problem to winter, obviously. The weird thing is the battery charger said like 4 green lights. It was like, oh yeah, that battery's charged, but it wasn't. So hopefully I'll get flying next week. A battery blanket. No, it's not for the battery. It's for the engine bay, just to trap the heat coming up from the heater. Because it's a hangar, it basically gets freezing cold in there. Whatever the outside temperature is doing, it pretty much gets the same temperature. Victi Vauxhall S1 is not recommended. Have to stand close together. Can't you get more buses? No, we can't afford them. Unfortunately. Maybe this only refreshes every day. Yeah. Once the engine's fired up, you basically switch on the alternator and it starts charging the battery. So if the plane's taken out on a decent run, it will charge the battery up. The problem is if it sits in the hangar for like 10 days because it's snow outside, the trickle charger is supposed to keep the battery primed at the right level, but that was obviously gone faulty. So it didn't charge the battery up properly. And that led to a fouled battery, basically. Like, they've only had that one 2 years. And this is the thing, like, because I was talking to the guy I fly with, and we were both saying it's so weird. Because he said, this is like the second battery in 3 years. And I said, that doesn't seem right to me. Because batteries last a lot longer than that. And now it makes sense. It wasn't the battery that was the problem all along. It was the charger. Yeah, Mace, I mean, it could be what he's put on. I've not been up since he's changed it. I ride the King K1 often, and it's been a nightmare lately. The buses are always totally overcrowded. Oh, boy. Do we go for a loan? That's the question. 65 days. Youch. I didn't take a loan in the last playthrough. You've had a battery tend to kill batteries on the motorbike until you replace the charger. I used to have a trickle charger for my bike in the winter, and it always did a good job. Admittedly, though, when you come to start it up, it didn't sound too healthy, but after a few days of, riding the bike again, it was fine. You can jump start a plane, Citrusy, by basically spinning the prop. So somebody goes outside and manually throws the prop. However, it's not something either of us wanted to do. You kind of have to know what you're doing. Like Nigel, the instructor, can do it because he flies the old Warbirds and stuff. So he's used to it, but he's never trained us how to do it, and I wouldn't want to just do it. Like I said to the guy I fly with, I'd like to know how. I'd like Nigel, the instructor, to teach us how to do it, just so that if we ever flew somewhere and needed to do it, we could. But I wouldn't want to voluntarily hand start a plane. I mean, that's how they used to do it back in the old day, but you know, to me, it's like you have to, you do it. But I'd want training. Because if you get it wrong... Right, Sunday evening. It's going to get busy tomorrow. I'd like to buy another bus, but the game's not refreshing the list. Oh, there's one. Ooh, we can grab that. That's quite cheap, actually. Nice. So it is more than once a day. Got that one for a good value, actually. Yeah, exactly, Sammy. I'd want Nigel to show me how to do it. What's wrong with this one? Oh, you can last a bit longer. But yeah, the plane flew up to Clacton yesterday, I think. And then the guy who owns the plane was saying, oh, the plane's been flown up to Clacton for the engineer to look at. And by the way, does anybody know what happened to the checklist? I was like, he said, I've not looked at who flew it last, but could you let us know if you've got the checklist? And I was thinking to myself, hang on, I'm pretty certain I was the last person to sit in that plane. So I went to my bag and I looked through all my stuff and there's the checklist for the plane. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, emailed him back and went, yeah. Because in all the kind of kerfuffle of getting the plane back in the hangar because the battery wouldn't start, I somehow put the checklist in my bag. So he said, yeah, don't worry. He said, I've printed a few copies off now so you can keep that one. It's like, fair enough. My bad. He replied back, thanks for owning up. Like, why would you not own up about something like that? That's crazy. You can't be in a flying group and just not own up. Oh yeah, it went missing. Clacton, yeah, the engineer apparently is based in Clacton. Sign shift 10 to 20. We'll give that to the small one then. Up to 55. That is bad. We don't have a bus that can handle that. 16 to 42. We don't have a bus that can handle that either. To 40, we can just about get away with. Okay, we'll keep that one as a spare for now. 1 star. Well, they can see who last flew at Valmet, but I didn't get to fly it, did I? So if you was to look at the pilot's log, the aircraft log, you would not see my name as the last person who flew it, because it wasn't me. Because I couldn't fly. So that last person would be getting blamed, like, you flew it last, where's the checklist? S&D, thank you for 54 months. Mr. Elephant Head, thank you for 17 months. But what I do need to do, what I do need to do is get my GoPro cameras out and attach them, because I've not attached them to this plane yet. I need to do some test recording. Because that's the next, like now I'm back in the plane and the plane's now flying. I think it's got its annual coming up in February. That's the only downside. It's going to be knocked out for a week. But by the time we get to sort of early March, I would say, the weather should be better. The lights a lot better. The flying days are there. And I need to do a flight with the cameras and check I can record. Because what I've not figured about the new plane is where to mount the camera underneath. Because there should be some tie-down hooks underneath the wing. So on the Cessna, I used to put it under the wing. But on this plane, it's different. So I need to figure that out. And then do a test flight and see if I can record some stuff. I definitely want to get to the Isle of Wight this year on the plane. Not looked, to be honest, Sammy. I haven't looked. Not even tested the 360 cameras. That's the other thing. I should really... I don't even know where they are. I need to find those 360 cameras and stick one in the cockpit somewhere just to see, you know, what the footage is like. Because apparently you used to only be able to edit them on the iPad, but apparently they've got a PC editor now, so you can edit the footage afterwards. Because with a 360 camera, it basically records everything 360 degrees, and then when you bring it into your editor, you decide what it's looking at, because it can look at anything you want, but when you want to render it to a traditional video, you basically have to point the camera and say, look at this. And that editing software used to only be on the tablet, but I think it's now on a PC. Evo 360, I think it is. So that's another thing. There's a whole load of technical stuff that needs testing. These buses are extremely full on the King K1 line. Look at the stops here. Look. Should we just add another bus to this line? Look. That's getting wrecked, that line. I mean, it is rush hour, but... Have I got a spare bus kicking around? I do. I don't know, somebody. I'd say probably a couple of days worth of testing. Bit of rigging, bit of flying. Yeah, I just don't know. K1. If we do insert additional bus. Actually, what is the timetable? Required bus is 1. Maybe we just need to add more. If we just do that. Even that's bonkers. You can put a 360 video on YouTube, Big Trucker, but... Actually, I don't know if you can put a 360. You can put a VR video on YouTube. But the whole video would have to be like that. So that's no good. Yeah, you can. You can do it. But the whole video has to be 360. And then you basically pan around and look at what you want. But you only get one viewpoint. If that makes sense. So if I put a camera in the cockpit, you can look around the cockpit. But then if I'm going, oh, look at that down there. I can't cut to that and show you. I'd have to like change to an external camera and then you would have to look around. And it doesn't make for a good experience. Right, that can have 2 buses from tomorrow. If we can sell tickets, we can get a 6,400 injection here. That'd be nice. Yes. Got another cheap bus. Lovely. We're skint, but, you know. Yeah, the problem with 360 views as well is they're still very stretchy and wide angle. You're better off, I think, just rendering it down to the viewpoint you want. For me, a 360 camera's strength is the fact that if you put it in the cockpit, it films everything. So when you want to, you can change the scene to look at whatever it is that's useful. Because otherwise, when you set up a fixed camera, it's looking at a fixed frame. And if something's slightly off the frame, you can never see it. Lol giddy. Well, my thought was, is it possible to put one of those 360 cameras outside underneath the wing? Because if that's possible, then I've got like a view of everything under the plane, and it could then render whatever I want. I could look at something in particular. Like, let's say you flew over Silverstone racetrack. You could then track and look at Silverstone as you fly over it. And that could be quite fun. But I don't know what I need for that. Well, what I'd rather do, Big Trucker, is just render this 360 video into 2D and then use it. Oh, I don't know if I can assign that one. I don't know if that's due to go out sometime soon. I have no schedule I can look at. It's frustrating. Yeah, what I could do is just get like one of those targeting pods off an Apache helicopter and then mount it underneath my plane and then get one of those £500,000 helmets that they have. And then I could just look around and the targeting pod would just be tracking. I could record whatever I like. I think that'd be a great way of creating some great video. Just bring in some Apache technology. Oh, that doesn't look good, does it? Technical problem. What's wrong with you? Flat tire. Rip. $47 to $99. Oh my god. I still genuinely feel like I don't have enough buses here. Oh, that's cheap, but I don't have the money. Oh, I think we have to go for it. .3% interest, 150 grand. Yeah, let's just go all in. All in at the end. Let's do it. At least unless you repay it. We're committed. Oh, that needs to... Wait, that's a different one. I swear that's a different one. Maybe for these big demand, we need a bigger bus. That needs brake pads and oil. Let's go for a bigger capacity bus. Yeah, we can get that one for 18 grand. Yes, that's good. We'll wait and try and get another Ramses, I think. Already assigned. Ooh, Is that bus going to be ready? To 34. Let's wait. Dummy Monk, thank you for 68 months. Twitch Sam, thank you for 30. Dear me, I don't understand why we still can't make any money. This is bonkers. There's so much to do at the moment to really help support from another employee, says the bus driver. Can we get a friendly one? I think we need more. Wait, did it say bigger office? Required size 52. What a scumbag. Hang on, think we can get away with this. Office. What? That's the hall. That's the hall. That's the office. Wait, why did that not add on? That's different. It's not a hall, you bird brain. It's a corridor. Right, let's move them back. Hang on, pause this. Let's get some more bus drivers. Friendly. I don't understand how this reliability plays into this. Ooh, rejected the offer. Fine. Be like that. See that, Stonington? Refuel. Clean. Definitely need more parking space. Oh, game. Need to get a paint shop just so that we can properly skin these up. Loans. The loan's not going out yet. Okay, they're all ready to go. Yep. Right, 45. We need this. Get to 50. Then we can take on a commissioned contract thing, and hopefully that'll turn the money situation around. But yeah, really struggling financially. It's crazy. Bambledore. Thank you for half a year, Bambledore. Keep it look clean. Got to keep the inside clean. If Dumbledore dies, then Bumbledore buys. Yeah, but he's Bambledore, not Bumbledore. Oh, you're broken as well. This is costing a fortune in parts. Seriously, London buses get wrecked. I think we've just about got enough parking bays. Right, let's see if we can... One last look in the marketplace. Ramses. The broken V-belt. That's fine. Oh, yeah. However, I am not sure where this is going to go. It feels like a waste of space there now. What's he doing? Slow mechanic. Just literally went inside, walked around a few times and then went out. Like, where did I put my screwdriver? I think it needs a tire or something, doesn't it? You could sell the Sprinter. Dude, have you ever tried selling things in this game? It's horrendous. Like, the offers you get are so low. I mean, so low, it's not worth even selling them. Right, let's see. Expected average of 40 up to 122. Okay, well, I guess you're going on the Ramses then. To 38, you can go on a Ceto. 40, you can also go. 32 will put you in a Sprinter. 42 will put you in a Ceto. King K1, that needs to go in the big buses. Right, hopefully we'll get more ticket sales because we're able to carry a lot more. Just had someone pay full ask. I'm like, dude, every time I try and sell something, they come in with the lowest balls offer. Like, seriously, the low ball offer you get is ridiculous. It's not even half what you're asking for. Also, I had to realize that this current salary is not enough for me to live. Our customer, the company also has limited resources, but great if you could find a solution. Says C. Trussy. It's very nice about it. We'll give him some money. Unless they patch that this week, then... But last weekend when I was trying to sell something, it was just not... It was peanuts. It was a 20 grand bus and they were offering 6,000. And that was multiple offers. Yeah, that's what I did in Honest Moves. I literally slid it as high as it would go and they were still offering less than 50%. Right, let's see what the K1's doing. Man, I got 150 grand loan. I'm down to 77. This is not going well. We're going to be bankrupt soon. I've still got insane amounts of people at the stops. I guess everybody wants to go to Buckingham Palace. Wait, there's 30 passengers waiting at that stop then. Well, that's not in good condition. That is a new engine, oil, brake pads, light and wiper. That's been wrecked. Not buying that. That one is almost the same price as a new vehicle, except it needs tires, pads, indicator, wiper. Like, that's a rip-off. Yeah, I didn't think it'd accept that. That only needs a V-bell. That's not so bad. I can get that for 32. Didn't expect that. So we currently owe about 100 grand. Happy days. Repay, accept. Oh, you can get a loan to pay your loan off. That's obviously worth doing. See you later, time up. Right, glitter bus. Let's get you cleaned up. Are you broke? It feels like there is only one bus on this line. Notice the complete lack of line mention. That irritates me. Please tell me which line. Let's get some extra storage in there. King K1. We know where that's going. Fat Boy Cleaner. I think I deserve better salary for what I contribute to the company. I would be happy to get a raise. Go on then. We may as well go completely bust with all of our staff happy. Is the game new out? I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Can't remember. Okay, up to 38. That's Aceto. This is nearly done. That'll push us over the 50, which meant we can now take on the contract. Oh yeah, this was November, wasn't it, Captain Flint? The what was the other game I played? That came out. Simrail. That came out a few weeks ago. Hey. 1,600 tickets. Booyah. Right then. Research. We can research the upgradable bus stop thing. And reduce bus dirt by 10%. And we can also go into here. And now we could take that on. Nope. Up to 99. Jeez. To Ramses. So that would be connected to Ackerman Health Center, which is that. 1,552 buildings connected to the bus route, connected to at least a train station, and then the service runs Monday to Sunday, 8 till 6, every 30 minutes. Annoyingly, though, it doesn't tell you what the passenger numbers might be, so you don't know which buses need to go on this. That's the only frustrating thing about that. However, given where it is, we're not actually operating in this area right now. It's a bit of a drive to the depot, but that's doable. I'm doing well, thank you, Bjorn. Must connect to a train station. Okay, well, we've got options with that. We could even go all the way up to Waterloo. Could literally go from here to Waterloo and back. 1,500 buildings. Right, so we're going to go from here. Hang on. Here. Is that counting as connected? Well, I assume that's worked. Watching content stream VODs on SquirrelPlus. Yeah. Well, I don't know, Baxi Boy. That's the thing. Do I need to count? I don't know. I find it odd that the contract doesn't even give you an idea of how many passengers to expect. Like, can I just put little minibuses on it? Or do I have to have big buses? I don't know. Yeah, the red X is because I haven't gone to a train station yet, I think. I think we just head straight north. No, you're thinking too logically. Yes, passenger count should depend on the route, but it's telling us 1,500 buildings. And we're running every 30 minutes, so the pax count alone is going to be pretty high. You've asked me that before, Garden Data. Right, let's go to here. Not that way. Let's go that way. That's 221. $4.90. Actually, what's this? Feminist library? You what? What, there's a library? Is that a library dedicated to feminists, or is that a library that's entirely filled with feminist literature? What is that? There's Elephant and Castle. You gotta love the names in London. The London College of Communication. I shall tell them we're coming. The library named after Alfred B. Feminist. Wait, so it's got nothing to do with feminism. It's entirely just a library named after a bloke. Is that what it is? Oh, you just made it up. Cool. Thanks for making that clear. St. George Imperial War Museum. We've got to stop at the Imperial War Museum. Lower Marsh. Blimey. Feminist Library was founded in the Women's Research and Resource Centre in 1975 by a group of women concerned about the future of the Fawcett Library to ensure that the history of women's liberation movement survived. Did you make that up? Sorry, I just thought I'd clarify in case you had. You never know. Oh, it looks like Pups just copied and pasted the exact same text. But he did add an extra bit on the end. The founders include feminist academics like Diana Leonard and Leonore Davidoff. Lambeth North Station. So the fact that we're going to a station, but it's not a train station. Oh, yes, it is. It is. Right, where's the Waterloo station? Let's go that way. And then we just got to get back here. Which we'll do by coming this way. So they can get off there and watch the cricket if you want. Actually, it's a little bit of a pain, that junction. It's just after the junction, isn't it? Can we stop a little bit earlier? Like here? There we go. Quite a nice little north-south bus route there. That connects 1,897 buildings. That should generate some serious stuff. We'll call that the Waterloo... What was this place called? Waterloo Medics. I'm not calling it the Feminist Library. Did we actually stop at the Feminist Library? I can't remember. Oh, my life. I was going to say that was scary. Right, that's a 46-minute run, and we need to add some spacing. Because London. It's Sunday. There you go. 59 minutes. Why are we missing out a huge peak here? That seems like a really bonkers thing to do. Okay, we have no idea how many people are going to be needed. Why can't I assign that? There's no bus driver. So I've got to hire people again. Right, you're friendly. The rest of you are grumpy. Already assigned. So we don't have enough buses, even though we've got hardly any money left. They are terrible. Every single one of those buses is terrible. That's got a broken aircon unit. I can't even put that into service. So we're severely in debt. We are losing money, hand over fist. And it won't be long before it's game over. Apart from that, it's gone really well. And I shall see you after the break. Well, it'll take about half an hour before we've got no money left. Right, it's 3 o'clock, guys. I'm going to take a break for an hour. I've got to go make my own dinner, lunch, whatever. Oh, don't tell me you need another bus. Come on, I haven't got any. I don't have enough drivers or buses. I've got a driver. I just don't have a bus. And I don't even know if any are coming back in. Oh, here's one. Here we go. There you go. Oh, good. Right. I think this is doomed. It's only going to go one of two ways, this. It's either going to go into the ground or we'll turn it around. It's critical point now. Anyway, it's 3 o'clock. I'll be back at 4, 1 hour's time. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had some fun. And hopefully we'll see you here in an hour. We'll carry on. If not, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, whatever you're doing. But that's it from me. Bye for now.